This is Melody, Sherry, and
On Old's hit reality series, Love and Marriage
the
Huntsville.
culture shift.
Joining and welcoming the one and only Miss Melody Cherie. How are you?
Hello, Queen. I am great. How are you doing?
From one queen to another. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. You are just a ball of light and inspiration. And thank you. Before we even get started, really, I want to first commend you for just the transparent look into your life that you've been providing as a mother, as an entrepreneur, as a daughter, a sister, a friend, all of the in between. You put it all out there. And has it been hard? Has it been hard sharing so much of your life on reality television?
So it hasn't necessarily, be hard. First, I want to say it hasn't necessarily been hard. But first, I do want to say thank you so much for having me here on your platform. I really, really appreciate it. I've been looking forward to this interview today. So thank you. So it hasn't been very hard because I kind of came in with the idea that I would be transparent and be straightforward about my life, about my business, about my family, and what I was dealing with in my marriage as that began, to occur. And so having that mindset from the, out the gate from the beginning, that's the choice that I made. So I can't say that it's been hard. Now, with that choice, of course, there are a lot of opinions that come with that. A lot of people who are either rooting for you or not. That comes with that. You're open to public scrutiny. So that's sometimes the more difficult piece.
Right. And so I've been watching. I mean, I was a late bloomer. I think I jumped on. You guys were in season 3. But I binged it, girl. So yes, I know it all. And so when you look back at season 1, it was really more focused on all of you as professionals within the real estate industry. So now, what were you going into the show expecting to get out of it initially?
So initially, to be honest with you, it was pitched to Carlos, met with him in Atlanta, and it was pitched to really showcase originally family, business, and a Black young successful couple, really doing our thing in Huntsville, Alabama, which this is the first reality show out of Alabama, and so that's on a national network, and so we wanted to show that there are successful Black people here, and we met. We ended up having conversations after that. I continued to stay in contact with Carlos and just sharing with him how Huntsville was growing, what was all going on in Huntsville, and then from there, he sent over a contract. We signed that contract, my ex and I, and it pretty much gave like a time frame for the show for him to pitch it, for it to be picked up by a network, right? And so in that time frame, probably, maybe a month or 2 in, he was like, hey, so I'm really good at pitching ensembles. Do you have any friends that you may be interested? So we pitched to him a few friends who, may be interested. And here we have now Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? So I think out the gate, it was still the idea or notion of showcasing Black excellence and trying to showcase the good, the bad, the ups and the downs of being married, of having a growing family, of running businesses, and then also looking at these different, looking at friends and friendships. And now here we are, Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes. And so we are watching, we really got an inside look into just the development of your relationships with everyone, the in-cast dynamic, and you unapologetically protect your peace. It's just what you do, despite, how it might seemingly offend others. Because I don't ever think you're mean-spirited with it, but, some people, they just kind of get offended with how you go about it. When you change your number, whatever. It's like, this is what I need to do. What can you say when it comes to prioritizing your personal well-being, the importance of that and how it might impact other people?
Absolutely. I hope that that's one of the things that people do pick up, right, from following me and watching the show, is because so many times as women, we are taught to put ourselves last. We are taught to put our mental health, our overall well-being last. And I literally have been showing what that looks like, unapologetically putting that first. And when you're doing that, it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks, how they think you should have handled it, what they think you should have done. You know, the fact of the matter is that the people who understand and know you and who understand and know that, hey, I haven't done anything to her, so I know we're good, right, then that's what it is. So, you know, you have to get to a place where you're not worried about what other people think, and you're doing what you got to do for you and for your family.
Yes, I'm a believer. At times I'll be like, dang, you know why? But over time, then I'm like, oh, you know what? It makes sense. So now I just trust your judgment.
Yeah.
I've just learned as a viewer to trust your judgment on that and even practice it in my own life.
Absolutely. And you know what else too? Like, trusting your intuition. You know, we throw that word out there all the time, but we're not really living it. We're not living what it means to trust your intuition, right? We'll talk about it, but that ain't how we walk. And so my intuition is telling me, hey, something's not quite right over here, or hey, you need to spend some time with yourself, and then I don't follow through with that, right? Then you're not actively trusting your intuition. So it's a big thing, especially women. We wear so many different hats. And, you know, a lot of times we are people pleasers. We want to make everybody happy. You want to make your husband happy, your children happy, your mama happy, your aunties happy, your cousins happy, siblings happy. You want to make everybody happy. And in that, sometimes we lose making ourselves happy.
Yeah. We've also gotten an inside look into the evolution of your business in real estate. It was just really nice to, when this season started, seeing you with like training other people with, because what is it you do? You do like house inspection.
Yeah, property preservation. Yes.
Property preservation. Property preservation. Now, the launch of your skincare line, just the growth of 7th Avenue Beauty, your music, God Said Go line. Mm-hmm. It's been really beautiful to watch. Was this all? Yeah, no, seriously, it's been very, very beautiful, very inspiring. Was this always your entrepreneurial vision, or did it develop while you were appearing on the show?
So the thing is, all of those things you mentioned, from music, skincare, even property preservation, I was already working on those things prior to the show. So, coming into the reality realm, I already had a foundation and a basis in terms of business. And I think that undoubtedly is what has helped me to be able to grow and kind of scale as quickly as I've been able to, is because I already had the basic big business knowledge and experience that unfortunately, some people don't have. They come onto reality TV and they want to become this business person, right? And so it's a lot of learning, a lot of growing pains that comes with that. Whereas for me, I'd already created a multi-million-dollar company before. So me coming into reality TV and having that, and then going through a divorce and, dissolving everything and starting over, it was still easier for me because I've done it before, right? I've already had those experiences. So more than anything, I would say just it has allowed me to scale quickly and to just grow quickly too. Like you said, 7th Avenue is doing amazing. I've created over 700 entrepreneurs to date from my master class where I teach property preservation. So what you were talking about that you saw them get them season. So God is good, man. God is good.
Yes, He is. Yes, He is. And so, a lot gets put on the show, and the good and the bad, And how would you say that has impacted your business? Has it impacted your business in any way?
So if I could say it's anything, it has been an impact. It's been a positive one. Like none of my businesses are struggling or lacking. So if it has impacted it, it's been a positive one. I think, one of the main things I always say is clean hands, pure heart. So with anything that I do, whether people agree with the move I make or the decision I make or not, I move in a way where I'm operating with clean hands and a pure heart. So when you're doing that, you're going to be blessed. When you're doing that, God is going to shine His light on you. You're going to be blessed. It just is what it is. So, what some people may consider the bad, right, from watching the show, in those moments for me, that was what was honest and what was real, whether you agreed or not, right? And so, if anything, like I said, I would say, I guess it must have impacted it well.
Yeah. So like to your upbringing. You're a Huntsville native. What were your
I'm
views?
not a Huntsville native.
Where you from?
I'm not from Huntsville. I've been in Huntsville since 2004. I came up here on a full scholarship, academic scholarship to Alabama A&M University, okay? And I've been here since, but I'm actually from a very small town, one red light, called Brundage, Alabama, which is about 4 hours south of Huntsville.
Oh, come on, fun facts. Here we go.
Yeah, very
But you're an
small.
Alabama native.
Huh?
You're an Alabama native.
I am an Alabama native, yeah, but very small. And I tell people all the time, like, I am so appreciative of just like a small town upbringing, because I have no doubt that that is what has made me, partially made me the woman that I am. Everyone knows everyone is like a big village, and so I grew up in a very small town. Yeah.
And that goes into my next question, because I was asking, like, what were your views on entrepreneurship growing up, and how did they evolve as you went to school, you went to college?
Yeah, so entrepreneurship for me, I've kind of been privy to it for a long time. Like, I remember my mom had a cleaning business, and even as a kid, at times I would go. She worked other jobs too. She also had a cleaning business. I would go with her and help her clean offices and things. So that aspect of it, all of my uncles, they're all farmers. I've seen them running their thing, doing their stuff, and I have another uncle, very successful in real estate, first millionaire person in the family, and so one of my great uncles, and so knowing he was in real estate, on restaurants, franchises, and so I think for me, just innately, it's always been there. It's just always been there.
Yes, that's really cool to know. And so, was there anyone who served as like a role model for you, the way you are serving as role model for women and girls today?
Oh, thank you. So it's so important, for us to have those individuals, right, that we look to, who inspire us, who encourage us, and who we strive, right, to kind of pull pieces of inspiration from. So for me, for sure, the strength of my mom, watching her, that has been amazing. That has actually, definitely fostered me being who I am, right? And of course, I've got aunts, great aunts, educators that I've been fond of, who've been amazing and who have poured into me. So I do fortunately have quite a few people who've been inspirational.
Yeah, the foundation is there. That's so it adds to just the natural confidence,
Mm-hmm.
the confidence that I see in you, that you're able to kind of just pour out into others. I was reading your Instagram yesterday. You put up a quote, and part of it said, "The success you've experienced is partly because you don't spend energy trying to figure out what everyone else got going on." Can you elaborate on this?
Absolutely, girl. Yeah. So let me tell you about this. Now, this is how I feel. See, now we get to the good stuff, okay? But no, it's all good. It's all good. But no, so I tell people all the time, right? Focus on you. Focus on you. Focus on what you have going on. Focus on your passions, on your goals. Focus on the things you want to do. And when you do that, right, whenever you are doing that, when it's almost like that tunnel vision, that is whenever you will reach the level of success that maybe you didn't even know you could reach. And so I do focus and spend time. I can't tell you what other people are doing. Of course, I get DMs all the time when people ask me what other people are doing, especially being on the show. But I can't tell you what other people are doing because I don't know. I'm too busy doing what I am doing. You know what I mean? And so I like to drop gems as they hit my spirit, on my Instagram, on my social media, and so that was one of them. We have to learn to focus on what we've got going on, get in that tunnel vision mode, push out all the noise, and get to what it is. Get to the bag. Get to whatever goals you have set for yourself. Wealth, generational wealth, all of that. Focus.
Yes. So I would like to know, what's your definition of friendship and sisterhood, and is it something you think you have with anyone on your show today?
So when I think about friendship and sisterhood, right, I think about those people who are there when you're at your lowest moment. And they're there. They're there to, whether that's to drop an encouraging word, to put a smile on your face, or tell a silly joke to make you laugh, right? Whatever it is to get you out of whatever funk you may be in at the time, while also challenging you too. They're not always in agreement with you, right? They also challenge you, but those challenges are the things that push you to be your best self and the best version of yourself. So you appreciate that, right? And so that's what friendship and sisterhood looks like to me. If I could think of someone on the show currently I could say we definitely have that kind of, a positive, strong friendship and sisterhood, it will be one of the newest people on the show, which is Miss Nell Fletcher.
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Nell Fletcher. We have a beautiful friendship. Honestly, we do. There's a level of respect there from both sides. We don't always agree, but we're respectful even when we don't. And we challenge each other as well, But then we're also there. We've been on the phone with each other when she's cried, when I'm crying, right? And so it's been beautiful. It has been evolving a lot over the past few years.
I love that. Yeah. I completely respected your decision with supporting the Black Business Expo from a safe, healthy distance. You still went, you supported, but you chose not to involve yourself with just because of personal reasons. But looking back on it, did you regret the decision at all?
Oh, no, not at all. No, not at all. Because my decision was not based on if I thought the event was going to have a nice turnout or if I thought the event was going to be successful. I wanted it to be successful, right? So it wasn't that. My decision to not be involved dealt with all of the other pieces to the puzzle. So, no, I didn't regret it whatsoever.
Seeing Stormy's experience with the Scotts, was there any advice? Did you speak to her afterwards in regards to just how it was handled with her choosing to kind of come on after you weren't involved, but then it kind of blew up in her face?
You mean in terms of the Black Expo? No, not really. Not really. I mean, let's be honest about it. We're all adults, We all make choices. We all make decisions every day. And so she made the choice that she wanted to be involved, and there's nothing wrong with that. What came after that is what came after that. So it wasn't necessary for me to have a conversation with her. She's not new in business, and she decided she wanted to do it. I didn't have a conversation with her prior either, saying you shouldn't do it. It's kind of one of those things for me. We're all adults. We're all adults. We all know what we signed up for. Whatever decisions we make when it comes to, being involved with certain things, those are the decisions that we make.
And we're on a mid-season. We were left on a mid-season cliffhanger. Even in between the time of it leading up to the mid-season break, some stuff went on social media, like serious drama involving you and your ex. Is there anything you can share about the current dynamic? And is it something that we, the viewers, will get more clarity on when the season returns?
You mean there was some stuff going on social media? Oh, I know, girl. What's your question again?
Are we going to get more clarity on that? Just because I'm wondering if it's just going to kind of not be brought up on at least at a reunion or on the show, or is it something that we will get clarity on because it's pretty serious?
Yeah, so, for me personally, I'm not discussing legal things. So, no.
That says enough. And then when it comes to, there's been like little mentions of it, teasings. We know that you do date, but you do a great job at like keeping it off the show. But will we get to see Melody finding love on the show in the near future?
Girl, you're gonna have to stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned. I will say this. I know that, I have an amazing audience and group of supporters and people who have watched me married, and they watched me go through, I would say, probably one of the biggest scandals on reality TV, and then they watched me, divorce, and I know that they also want to be involved and see me as I, find love, and I'm in love again, and whatever comes with that, right? So stay tuned.
Yes, I'm here for it. And so now you are a part of the flagship franchise, okay, with Love and Marriage Huntsville, that has now grown to include Love and Marriage DC and Love and Marriage Detroit. I love all three of them. Have you checked them out, and what are your thoughts?
So I have not checked them out. But from what I've seen, like I met one of the LAMDC ladies recently, and so they seem nice. But for me personally, no, I haven't checked them out yet. But I'll be honest with you, girl, I'll be missing some of my own shows episodes sometimes too. Like when I say like I stay busy, I do.
Yeah.
So I haven't even don't tell nobody. But I haven't even watched Love Marriage Huntsville's mid-season finale yet.
Right. I feel you. I mean, you're busy. You got 4 kids.
Yes.
You're running multiple businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the type to, like, like when I do my interviews, unless I'm like going to try to grab a clip, I kind of, it's like, it happened. It happened. I got to move on with my life. I'm not kind of back and be like, oh, it's like, I totally get it. But how do you, what's your overall thoughts on the empire that Carlos King is building with the Love and Marriage franchise?
My thoughts in terms of like what?
Just as it compares to just an empire, Black owned, representing the Black community, marriage, relationships. What are your thoughts on it as it continues to expand?
Well, I think that's one of the goals, right, of all of us. We're always working hard to expand, and we're always working hard to grow. So anytime, there are goals that are set and those goals are being reached, I think that's always a blessing.
Yeah. And speaking of goals, you have done so much already, but are there any goals or projects you're looking to bring to life that you haven't?
I'm always working on stuff. Always. Like when I tell you, I feel like my creativity has just really increased so much, probably the past 2 or 3 years. I'm literally always thinking of things, always. And so I'm looking forward to continuing, to grow my brand and grow all of the things that I've been working on and taking them to the next level. And so 2023 has been great. Like it's been an amazing year. I can truly say that 2023 has been an amazing year, and 2024 is going to be even better.
And last question, what can we look out for? What is next for Melody Cherie?
Awesome. So I do have a movie coming out, Marriage Mansion. It will be out in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And just continuing, I'm going back in the studio to drop some more music and just continuing to do the things that I love. I feel like when you're doing things that you love and that you're passionate about, it's not work. Right? It's not work. And so I will actually be in Grand Rapids, Michigan this weekend. I have a speaking engagement there. I have a speaking engagement in New Orleans the end of this month. New York Fashion Week is coming up. So I'm always doing a lot. But, like I said, there's things I enjoy doing. So
listen, Melody deserves. We'll continue to get. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you and connecting with you because I watch your show every week when it's on, and I am really invested in the show. I love what you guys are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
This was the Culture Shift with Melody Cherie. She said she got a movie coming out, you guys. And this is Black Enterprise. Don't forget now, hit that like button, share and subscribe. And remember, all prayers goes out because Melody versus Martell Hope. So they goes into court Friday. So all prayers goes out to Melody. Thursday. You guys, all right. Black History Spotlight, you guys. Y'all know what it is. Oh, just think about Miss Alice Parker. She invented central heating system. Y'all, what would we be? No more going outside and cutting that wood. No more going outside with shoveling coals. All we got to do now is push a button and you got central heating and central air. Thanks to you, Miss Parker.
Number 29, Alice H. Parker's central heating system, which she came up with in 1919, changed the way people felt in their homes by making heating more efficient and easier to manage. Number 30, in 1943, Rufus A. Wheeler invented the stair-climbing wheelchair, which made it easier for those with mobility issues to ascend stairs. Number 31, in 1893, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams conducted the first successful open-heart surgery, ushering in a revolutionary medical treatment that has since saved countless lives. Number 32. In 1949, Phil Brooks invented the disposable syringe, which revolutionized healthcare by offering a sterile and easy method of dispensing drugs and injections. Number 33. Dr. Patricia Bath's creation of the touchpad in 1986 established a user-friendly interface for computer navigation, laying the groundwork for contemporary touchscreen technology. Number 34. In 1850, H.A. Jackson invented the kitchen table, which provided a dedicated and functional surface for food preparation, dining, and family gatherings in the heart of the home. Number 35. Otis Boykins created an improved version of the pacemaker, a device that regulates the heartbeat. Pacemakers continue to be used to this day and have saved countless lives. Number 36. G.E. Beckett's invented the letterbox in 1857. This provided a secure and convenient way to collect and deliver mail, revolutionizing postal services worldwide. Number 37. George F. Grant's upgraded golf tee, patented in 1899, provided players with more stability and consistency.
All right. I stopped this because you guys think that golf belongs to the clear people. But who invented it? Your African American brother. On down to the equipment. Same thing with swimming. Same thing with hockey. We reinvented hockey as well.
Aim and allowing for more accurate strokes. Number 38. In 1932, Richard Spikes invented the automatic gear shift, which simplified and enhanced the driving experience by automating gear changes and improving vehicle efficiency.
All right, so when y'all get in that car today, I know y'all gonna be taking your loved ones somewhere. You can do a little Black History report. Say, you know why I'm shifting this gear? Mr. Richard Spikes invented this gear. Your brother Richard Spikes invented this gear right here that I'm shifting in my car. Now, right there is a little golden nugget you have just dropped on your loved one, your children, your brother, your sisters. Just that quick. When you stop at the stoplight, you can do it. It's just so easy. That's how I do. You know, a lot of them ain't got time to learn their Black history, but Black inventors, you can do that, you guys, while you're in the car. Anything while you riding down the road, even if you see the lawn sprinkler out there sprinkling the lawn, you see the traffic light, see people out there playing golf, basketball, whatever you see, you can just just say, hey, you see that traffic light right there? You see that water sprinkling like that? You see this GPS that we're using? Miss West made this GPS. Yes, come on, y'all.
Efficiency and control. Number 39. In 1885, Sarah E. Good's folding bed design offered a space-saving solution for tiny living quarters while still providing convenience and comfort when required. Number 40. The invention of the biscuit cutter by A.P. Ashbourne in 1875 revolutionized the baking industry, providing a tool to create consistent and uniform shapes for biscuits and...
Y'all know what I always say, that right there in your kitchen, right there in your kitchen is a golden nugget. These are little golden nuggets that we just let pass by us. We might just do something in the kitchen that, to make do with something. Like, well, I'm going to use this to make do. And look at this man right here. He made the biscuit cutter. I guess he got tired of taking his hand and trying to shape that biscuit. So he made do with whatever he had. And look, an invention was born.
The pastries. Number 41. Oscar E. Brown's creation of the horseshoe in 1892 provided a reliable and durable footwear solution for horses, protecting their hooves and improving their traction. Number 42. Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson's work in the 1970s helped to create caller ID technology, which allows users to identify incoming phone calls before responding.
Now, y'all know we got that caller ID even on the smartphone. That was the smartest thing you could do for me. Oh, people you don't want to be bothered with, or them bill collector, you ain't got to answer that phone because you got, oh, that's just Shirley.